Hey everybody, and welcome to another devlog video for the Procedural City generator. As you can see in the title, we're going to be talking about the addition of theme support for the PCG UI. So a bit of background before I show you. As most of you guys know, UE5 should be coming out fairly soon. We're already on preview 2. So I have already started thinking about how to migrate all of my assets, not just PCG to UE5. So once UE5 comes out, I'll migrate the project, and then of course I have to fix all of the different issues that come with upgrading the project to UE5. So I've actually done this test before with the early version of UE5, and I noticed that the UI looked completely wrong. The different colors that I have here simply don't look good with the new UE5 redesign and color scheme. So I was thinking the other day, hey, one of the things I'll have to do is once UE5 comes out, I'll have to go in and manually change all of the colors for the UI, and that's quite time consuming. Even though this looks like one single UI, if you look here on the panel, you can see that every single tab here is its own separate widget. And I have to go to every single widget and manually change the background colors, the buttons, etc., whatever I need to do to make it look better for UE5. So I said, hey, maybe I can start doing some of that preliminary work because UE5 obviously isn't out yet. So I had an idea of instead of going panel by panel, manually changing the colors, maybe I could do some work in the backend to load the colors from a data table. That will make it really, really easy for me to change the colors, right? So what I did is I created a data table, so you can see here, and I have here basically defined all of the different colors that I use for my UI. Background 1, 2, the different colors for the buttons, and even the text color, which is white. So if you look at this list of colors, they're all standardized now and used on all of the main panels. I haven't done the additional panels here, but all of these main panels basically now load when they're created this data table, read these colors, and set the appropriate elements to those colors. So that actually is pretty neat. That means that when UE5 comes out, what took me now about 2 evenings to try to go manually and do all this stuff, it'll literally take me a couple of minutes for UE5 to change the colors here to make it look much nicer with UE5. So great. I basically did some preliminary work now to save myself some time later. But then obviously this happens to me all the time. I couldn't just let it be like this. I had another idea. I said, well, if we already have one row here, what if I just add another row? And it's going to be very, very easy for me to add different rows, effectively creating different themes for the UI. I already have all the code written on the panels to load. All I would need to do now is have a way to select or let the UI know which row of this data table to load, and then effectively the colors would change, creating basically different themes. So that's exactly what I did. Again, nobody really requested this, but I figured I can just put in a couple more hours and give you guys a new feature with a little bit more customization now that UE5 is coming out. So without further ado, here's what that looks like. As you can see here, I have two different rows or themes on this data table. I have the default, that's what you're seeing now, and a light theme. All I did was change the two background colors. I didn't do anything, and the text color. And now the UI looks exactly like you're used to. If I click here on my logo, now we have a drop down that appears. I didn't want it to be always there, so you can toggle it on and off here. And this automatically populates with the list of different themes. All you have to do is select a different theme, and it'll automatically change and load all of the colors here on all of the different panels. Now this looks pretty bad because of course I haven't settled on the colors, but this is just an example of what a light theme would do. And you can see that the text is black if I go back to my default, Notice that it's now white because of the contrast. Uh, but the point is that now it is very easy for me to actually match this to UE5, but for you to now create a custom theme very, very easily. And that goes even better if you need, some people have color blindness issues, or they would like a high contrast theme. Maybe you have a theme that has darker colors if you're working at night. So it's not just me having the ability to create a UE5 compatible theme, but giving you guys, an ability to do this. So let me just quickly demo. Let's just create a new theme. Just click on plus. Now I'm going to name this custom. And we're going to make this really crazy. It's going to be a bit of an eye melter, but just to drive the point home. So one of the background colors is going to be purple. The other one's going to be, let's just make it like a light blue here. Let's make the color red. And you get the point, right? And I just click save, and now I have a custom theme. And all I have to do here, I'm going to reload my widget, my main widget, run editor widget. And now when I click here, I see my custom theme, and boom. As soon as I click it, all of the appropriate text that has been tagged to use the theme is now using that absolutely terrible, terrible theme. So yeah, this is the last change I'm making for 1.1.2. I decided to take it again one step further and add proper theme support. Once UE5 comes out, I will obviously modify the default theme to go with the UE5, but then I'll probably include maybe like a light theme and a high contrast theme. And then you could see literally how easy it was. It took me literally less than a minute to create a new theme, so you guys get to customize the UI as much as you want. And the last thing I'll show you, because again, I can't just leave it like this. I always like to take things as far as possible, is that I am now saving your selection for themes. So if you have a theme that you create and you really like it, it goes well with the UI. If you close the widget, in other words, you close the project and you come back, once you open it again, the widget will remember that last selected theme. The options is not selecting the correct one, but you can see that the custom was loaded. So if I go back to light and I close it and I open it again, you can see that I am saving the last selected theme. So again, a little bit more convenience, and that is being saved here by having a save object. I forgot where I put it, but I basically I'm saving this information to disk, and now it's just an option there. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Again, nothing really related to generating a city, but I thought it was kind of nice that something that started as a problem, as something that I needed to fix for UE5, ended up being a feature that you guys can hopefully use and basically change the UI to suit your needs. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't joined our Discord, please go ahead and join. I'll leave a link in the description. I am way more active there. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know. And yeah, I am very, very excited. I can't wait for UE5 to come out and to start working on that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hope you like this, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.